Hello and welcome to IT is Future. My name's Mark Nichols and I'm joined here today by Dr. Alexander Kotov, who is Assistant Professor of Computer Science at Wayne State University in Detroit. Over the past couple of days, Dr. Kotov has given a couple of lectures about databases and the evolution of search engines. Dr. Kotov, it's very nice to have you here with us today.
Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here.
Dr. Kotov's research concerns large-scale textual information analysis with specific focus on interactive and intelligent information retrieval, social media search and analysis, textual data mining and health informatics. Previously, he was a postdoctoral fellow at Emory University in the Intelligent Information Access Laboratory. His work has been published at major information retrieval events, and he has served on the program committees of major information retrieval, natural language processing, and big data conferences. Additionally, Dr. Kotov received a DAAD Siemens Fellowship and the Best Reviewer Award at the 2012 Conference on Empirical Methods in Natural Language Processing and Computational Natural Language Learning. He received his PhD from the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign in 2011. First of all, how are you finding Kazan? Have you had a chance to explore the city a little bit?
Yes, I had a chance to explore the city. It's a great city, very beautiful. I'm very much impressed.
And you're originally from Russia, but you spent the last 10 years in America. What was it like finally giving a lecture in the Russian language?
It was a little bit difficult at the beginning, but then I got used to it. Talking to parents regularly on the phone in Russian helped.
And on to you more generally, could you tell us a little bit more about your area of research and what you specialize in?
Sure. My lab, which is called Textual Data Analytics Lab, works on three major directions. The first direction is information retrieval. And within that direction, we recently worked on retrieval models for social media that leverage metadata provided by Web 2.0 resources such as geographical, social, and temporal. The second direction is textual data mining. There we develop topic models that also leverage the same type of metadata. And the third direction is called healthcare informatics. Within that direction, we're working on the methods to analyze clinical interview transcripts, as well as on the information extraction techniques to model chronic diseases.
Okay, so you specialize primarily in data retrieval, but the first three lectures you gave was actually on NoSQL. What made you choose to do a lecture on that?
I'm currently teaching two courses at Wayne State. The first course is in information retrieval. The second one is in NoSQL. And the lectures that I gave here were basically the condensed versions of the courses that I'm teaching at Wayne State. But in general, I think NoSQL is a very important technique to know for both engineers and researchers to manage big data.
So that's a hot topic. And on that note, we're going to have a look at some of the latest stories from around the world of IT. Apple releases a second beta version of iOS 8.3 to registered developers. Exactly 2 weeks after releasing the first beta of iOS 8.3, Apple has seeded the second beta version to registered developers. It can be downloaded now from Apple's Developer Center. Notably, in the new beta version, Siri can now speak Russian, Dutch, Danish, Swedish, Thai, Turkish, and Indian English. Also included are a number of new racially diverse emoji. The first edition of iOS 8.3 included support for wireless CarPlay, a new emoji picker, and support for Google's two-factor authentication system.
Alright, so we borrowed this iPad from iOS Laboratory of IT Institute. Beta version of iOS 8.3 is already downloaded in the computer. The most discussed topic about this operating system in Russia is Siri that can now speak Russian. So let's test it.
Привет, Сири.
Салют.
Сири, какая погода в Казани на этой неделе?
Погода несколько ухудшится на эту неделю. Температура упала до минус 15 градусов Цельсия. Будет.
Разбуди меня завтра в 6:45.
Будильник установлен на 6 часов 45 минут.
Выключи Bluetooth.
ОК. Настройка Bluetooth выключена.
Где я сейчас нахожусь?
Вы сейчас около улицы Профессора Нужна 137, Казань.
Окей, Google.
Очень смешно. Обхохочешься.
Careful scientists have created an innovative Wi-Fi antenna. An innovative fractal antenna providing high-quality Wi-Fi connection was created by KEFU engineers at the Higher Institute for Information Technology and Information Systems. It is designed for the platform of Cisco Incorporated, the most popular manufacturer of wireless systems, and which recently opened its own innovation center here at KEFU, the first of its kind in Tatarstan. Engineers at KEFU have managed to create an antenna 3 times smaller than the standard, giving it the same features but with threefold saving on material costs. Cisco is planning to set up the production in Russia, and it will become the main investor in the project. Professor Dmitry Chikrin, head of the Department of Autonomous Robotic Systems, says, "Our aim was to create an antenna with all the necessary features for a lower price." The sample for serial production was created within 3 months. An investment of about 30 million rubles, or $500,000, is required to launch serial production. According to Professor Chikrin, KEFU is handling participation in the build-up of the serial production, which is planned to be financed by Cisco and other participants of the Business Society of the Republic of Tatarstan and the Volga region. Cisco plans to provide these antennas together with its own standard wireless equipment throughout the Russian Federation.
Google Glass. According to the material portal 9to5Mac, which has insiders within the project, experimental samples of the new version of Google Glass have been demonstrated to the company's closest partners. More specific details are unknown, so all we can do is speculate about the reliability of this information. But we know that development of the next generation of Google Glass is already underway. It's worth noting that Tony Fadell, the former head of absorbed company Ness, is on the project team. Text-to-Cat, a cloud toolkit for Russian text analytics from Kazan. Text-to-Cat is a cloud service that facilitates the development of text analytics applications. These days, a lot of software developers deal with big data looking to extract business value from unstructured text. Most of them have to tackle with problems of natural language processing. This program provides easy-to-use solutions for the most essential task of this area, in the Russian language. It saves developers from such difficulties as morphological or syntactical analysis. Instead, by using Text-to-Cat, they can focus on their business task and perfect a product for end users.
So you actually know some of the developers of Text-to-Cat. They specialize in information retrieval as well. What do you think of their project?
I think it's a great project because there's plenty of resources for natural language processing in English, but there's very few publicly available resources in Russian. So I think it's very important to develop tools that can be used by engineers and researchers to be able to process Russian language.
And back to you again. In your experience, you've actually worked with some pretty big names like Microsoft and Yahoo. What was it like working for them?
It was two fairly different experiences. The corporate culture is a little bit different. Working at Yahoo was a lot of fun. They made sure that all the interns have fun while they work there, and there were lots of events for interns throughout the summer. So it was lots of good memories, very fun summer. At Microsoft, it was a great learning experience for me because I had the chance to work with some of the biggest names in the field of information retrieval, and it was totally invaluable for my development as a researcher.
And have you adapted any of the corporate culture from Microsoft or Yahoo to where you work now?
Yes, I definitely did because research takes a lot of effort. It's like a marathon, so being able to organize your life is critically important to be able to reach the finish.
And a final question. On your website, it says you're looking for prospective PhD students. Could you tell us a little bit more about that? And have you any advice for KEFU students who might be interested in applying?
Yes, I'm always looking for hardworking and motivated PhD students who would like to pursue a career in academia or research career in industry. And all the students who are interested in applying, I think my advice would be to send me an email and we'll take it from there.
Well, what are you waiting for? I think that's about all we've got time for, I'm afraid. But Dr. Kotov, thank you very much for coming and speaking with us.
My pleasure.
And thank you all very much for watching. Have a good day. Hopefully see you soon. Goodbye.